How about now? There we go. There we go. Thank you for the heads up, everybody. No, for some reason it had just, it had reset the microphone. So let's now get this replaced. There we go. There we go. Now we're all good. Thank you for pointing that out. So, as I was saying, without diving into spoilers, like, I honestly feel like today is gonna just be like, hey, we're gonna make progress through Miitopia, but we're also gonna just talk about some of the stuff we've experienced lately. Deltarune. Because, holy crap, I'm still reeling from some of the stuff that I experienced recently. More side quests and bonding for sure. So I remember, I think, oh, that's right. We have to go find the crystals in order to unlock the Sky Tower and take out the Darker Lord. But first things first, I know I get to scan 5 of my amiibo, so hold on. Yeah, no, we can talk about anything tonight, Omadon, so if you want to talk about Tales of Arise, let's do it. There we go. Have I seen the Kuro opening? No, I was not aware that the Kuro opening had been released. As long as it was an official release and not like a leak, by all means, feel free to DM it to me so I can take a look. Falcon put out the Kuro opening 2 days ago. So, how would you rate the opening? Is it better than all 4 of the Trails of Cold Steel openings? Or where does it rank? Oh, you assume it spoils like every game in the franchise. Well, good on you for not ruining it for yourself if that's the case. Emmy! Emmy! I miss you. We hang out, like, literally every day, virtually or otherwise, but I already miss you. And I'm so upset that the deer decided to wait until I stopped visiting Oregon to, or stopped visiting our vacation spot to start showing up. Alright, also, I don't know if it's gonna run super late tomorrow, but I may be delayed on starting stream because my wife and I will be celebrating our relationship anniversary. It will have been, let's see, I graduated in 2012. Yeah, it'll have been 9 years that we've been together. We're gonna celebrate by playing putt-putt. We're gonna play putt-putt. Did I get it wrong? Okay. Hi. 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 you going for? What up, Daxter Dingo? I recognize that name. Daxter, I have to ask you, have you played Deltarune Chapter 2 yet? Don't worry, we won't discuss what. I am not gonna take the full day off stream. I want to play Shadowverse, damn it.
It's true, he does.
I need to bloodcraft. You guys voted to make me have to build a stupid bloodcraft deck.
Besides, I have to prepare for potential jury duty the following day.
Oh, that's right. The lives of Americanos will be in your hands.
Manos.
Manos? You are womanos. Ow!
Ow! I poked you.
I am like soft Jello cup. You can squeeze it and then let go, but it's not gonna automatically go back to the way it was before. Stop! Daxter, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. I'm trying so hard not to like. I will pop your head off like a sunflower. Just. Are we gonna get no more Beboop stream? Okay, but I may need you to do that to like keep me awake when we're. So for those of you who might have forgotten, in exactly 1 week is the Trails of Cold Steel 1 through 4 speedrun marathon, where I cannot stop streaming until I have beaten Cold Steel 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in the same stream. Red Bull will probably be involved, but I may need you at some point to just like periodically come out and beboop me in the side to make sure I'm not falling asleep. I don't.
It's gonna be like you were at the end of your Crystal Chronicles stream.
You're gonna come home from work and you're gonna on Monday and you're gonna see me just like literally sitting here just like.
Sean.
Fuck. Oh, okay. But, buddy, it's gonna be a Red Bull IV drip.
Do you want me to?
Is my throat all right? It's better than it used to be when I had a chronic sinus infection. It is still a little worn out, but I'm gonna be honest, it's not as damaged as I thought it would be after voice acting for 8 hours straight. I'm clearing my throat a little bit more, but I'm staying hydrated, and it's not as bad as it could be. What?
Would you like cold brew?
Would I like cold brew?
When you're doing that that extended stream.
I'm trying to think of how long it would take. So, I gotta space it out. So I start at noon on Saturday, and I'm probably gonna have the Red Bull, like, because ideally, I want to see if I can be done. I'm gonna take that Monday off. I'm gonna double check and make sure I'm taking that Monday off. Okay, I am currently taking that Monday off. So, Saturday evening is probably when I'm gonna drink the Red Bull, and that'll last me throughout the night, mostly. But I'm wondering, I think as long as 8 hours pass, I should be okay to have more caffeine, right? Like if I drink the Red...
It's a lot of caffeine. It's a cold...
No, I'm talking about between the Red Bull and the night.
Yes, but I'm saying, like...
Well, that's what I'm saying, is I think if I drink the Red Bull at like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, midnight, or like 3 in the morning, I think if I have, because you work on Monday, right?
I work Monday morning. No, I don't. Wait, when? Next Monday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, even if you did, it would work out, because like even if I drank the Red Bull at like 3, 4 in the morning to get me through the rest of the night, 8 hours passes, you would get off of work at noon, and then you could bring the cold brew home, and I could drink that.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to promise me something.
What?
On that Sunday night.
Uh-huh.
If you scream even once.
I'm gonna do my best to keep my voice down, but...
Sean, that's not fair. You need to be cognizant of the fact that I have to go into my job. Please. If you scream once, you have to gift 20 subs.
I'm not doing that.
10 subs.
I'm not doing that. Ow. What are you doing?
Biting. Technically, I wasn't even biting. I was just resting my teeth on your shoulder.
You're crazy, and I dislike you.
More garlic beef for me, bitch.
I will starve. If I drink too much caffeine and then I eat, it's gonna make me throw up. Where the hell did I put him? I know he's in here somewhere. Did I somehow not add him? I'm so confident that I added him. I don't... Damn it, where the hell is he? Oh, maybe I didn't. Like, okay, so there was a recommendation that was made that I, like, replace one of the characters with a specific user that I downloaded, and I can't find it, and I don't know if I actually installed it into this file. And I don't want to go all the way back to adding it unless I can manage to do it, like, right from the home screen. Okay, I'm willing to try something real quick. Hold on. Oh, please tell me I have them on the friends list at least. Why I gotta make this so difficult for myself? I really don't, huh? Alright, well, if someone... Nova, if you have the download code... If you have the download code and you give it to me, I can go in through there. Alright. Receive access key 56XBKVL. What tips do you have for preventing throat soreness after speaking for a long period of time? Don't talk, stay hydrated, and wait. Honestly, those are the main things. Like, when your throat is sore, the only real way that you're gonna recover it is by letting it actually recover. And that involves not talking unless you absolutely have to. At that point, it's kind of like if you experience a hangover from drinking too much without hydrating. You can hydrate, but the only real way you're gonna get rid of the hangover is by waiting for it to pass by. The best thing that you could have done was take better care of yourself. And even then, if you're doing something that's vocally intense enough, you're gonna just experience throat wear down regardless. So anyway, without going into spoiler territory, part of what's been sitting on my head since last night. First of all, I'm very excited for when tonight's stream ends, because then I can get back into doing my playthrough of Deltarune Chapter 2. But there is already news going around of, I wouldn't even call it a genocide run, but there are very specific actions that you can take that very heavily change how the events of Chapter 2 go. And I mean to the extent that it changes who the final boss is of Chapter 2. And it has led to me just thinking very hard about, like, what this means for future chapters of the game. Like, I am firmly of the camp that believes that if you commit to, like, behaving a certain way throughout the game, throughout each of the chapters, I don't know. I feel there's part of me that wonders if saying, oh, there's one ending is like okay, well, no matter what you do, the ultimate ending of the game is going to be the same way. But along the way, the choices that you make could permanently alter the character developments. For example, again, I will not spoil anything about the specific character that's affected, but throughout Chapter 2, there is a character who acts a certain way. And if you do things differently in your playthrough of Chapter 2, that character acts completely differently, and it has major impacts on what happens throughout the chapter. So that's why I don't think it's not correct anymore to call it a genocide run, because you're not actually killing people. It's already been proven that there are battles in Chapter 2 that you cannot finish by killing the enemy. You have to do it a certain way. So it's not like you're going around eradicating everybody, but it's almost like based on whether you choose to do pacifist or something more aggressive, the way that other characters develop around you changes. And I think that's gonna be what the major difference is. It's not gonna change what ultimately happens at the end of the game, but how the characters are permanently changed over the course of the game will differ based on what you do in the game. So that's my thoughts on it. Like, there is so much to process, you guys. And I really hope you guys will give it a chance. At least, at the bare minimum, so that you're ready for the live dub that's going to happen on October 30th of next month. Which, by the way, for those of you who are curious, my plan is to have the audition thread set up by probably the 18th or the 19th. And then auditions will go on until I return home on the 26th. We'll do the casting on the 27th, and then the live dub happens on the 30th. And then just as a heads up, we are going to start that live dub earlier than usual. It's either going to start at 4 p.m. because my personal playthrough took about 8 hours for me to finish. Or if we want to make sure we have time, if you guys are willing to make that time commitment, if we start at noon on Saturday the 30th, we will be able to do the full chapter, and I can go back and do the super boss as well. So, that's just something to be aware of. Are you going to have the returning main cast from Chapter 1? Yes, yes. So, anyone that voiced a major character in Chapter 1 will have first dibs on returning for Chapter 2. However, there are some characters, again, I'm not going to name them for spoiler reasons, there are some characters that were volunteer NPCs in Chapter 1 that will become auditioned roles in Chapter 2 because they are prominent enough. Where's my water? What did I do with my water? I think it's in the other room. Right? We're almost done with 2021. I can't believe it either. I was like, oh yeah, when I went to go hang out with Emmy in like February of last year, and then I was like, wait a second. No, that was this year. All of my visits were this year. It happened in the middle of an interview, Emmy. I was like, oh yeah, you know, it was back when GameStop first exploded, and that was like, what, I think 2020? And then I went, no, that was this February. What the hell? Also, this game knows, because when I opened it to get up the title screen, the letter that I received while I was gone was from Azriel. I'm not kidding. don't remember February for May. You're not alone. I think it was Omadon that brought it up. How is, Tales of Arise? How's that been going for you so far? Oh, also, for those of you who might be into stocks, Dutch Brothers went live, at the beginning of last week, and I have high hopes for them. So I would consider investing in them if you get the chance, because Dutch Brothers is so good that I'm pissed there isn't one anywhere near me where I live in California. I believe it opened at like $25, and by the end of the second day it was up to $50, and at the end of this week it's ended at $43. I got in at about 34, 30, I think it was 34.70 or something like that. So I'm already up on that stock. It's not a bakery. It's a drink. It's like Starbucks, except way better. They both make coffee and brewed drinks as well as energy drink mixes. But one of my favorites that I get there actually isn't an energy drink at all. It's called the Electric Berry Lemonade. It's, I think, what is it? It's lime, lemonade, and blue raspberry? I don't remember. I don't remember what the third one is, but it's so sour. It's so sour. One of my favorite drinks that is coffee was they had one that was called Camp Out, which I think was like vanilla, caramel, and a toasted marshmallow froth at the top. Oh, give me that money. It essentially catapults the Tales of series into legit AAA gaming. That's really cool. Because I understand, like, okay, so the two things I understand about Arise is that it focuses on a female protagonist, in particular. I think Berseria also did that as well. But it focuses on a female protagonist and her problems, and it also takes, like, a more serious tone. Like, it's not all, like, cel-shaded anime tropes. I think people described it as being kind of akin to, if Tales was developed by the folks who did Final Fantasy 15. I'm in a yeehaw state. Oh my god. Give me that money. Give me that money. This is literally the best thing that I could have spent these tickets on. I either get extra money, I get 3 outing tickets, or I get Snurp Radish. This is the best wheel I've gotten this entire playthrough. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Give me that money. Every time I roll MP candy on this wheel, I have to gift a sub. That's how unlikely it is. Watch this very next one be MP candy. I don't want to remember that. What other games have you guys been playing? Speaking of gift subs, did your count go past 800? Stop, stop, stop! Oh! 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 Let me see how many I've actually gifted so far. Hold on. Gift a sub. I have gifted 844 so far. So whatever 844 times $5 is. Also, why is my webcam so dark? Maybe that's probably a little bit better. I've given out a lot of gift sub money. Like I said, this is not a source of income for me. This is a source of outcome. You guys income to my stream, and out comes the money from my wallet. Oh my god, I'm so rich. Stop, stop, stop! Oh my god! Oh, that's twice I thought I was gonna have to gift a sub. I'm so happy to have all this money. Oh, god damn it. Alright, we knew it was gonna happen once. We knew it was gonna happen once. 845 gift subs now. Welcome, Torland, to the Lion Pride. Yeah, this is basically I'm gonna just talk about whatever you guys want me to talk about or answer questions that you guys have while progressing in Miitopia for 3.5 hours and doing my daily missions in Dragalia, because I didn't get a chance to do earlier today. And then if I manage to finish my stuff on Dragalia before I finish this stream, doing more boss runs in World Flipper, because I am a multitasking disaster, and I'm currently rank 88 in World Flipper. Think about that. The game has been out for 11 days, and I am 12 ranks away from 100. No! No! God damn it! Welcome, Tina Tranti. Do you have a favorite headcanon for any of the characters you voiced? Favorite headcanon for any of the characters that I voiced? I know there was one character that I had a particular headcanon for, but I don't remember what it was about. How do you like your role as Draken in Tokyo Revengers? Draken is the best time I've ever had pretending to be Jonas Scott. I remember Bashfruit when someone said I sounded a little bit like Cam Clark in some of my roles, and that was like a really big deal for me because Cam Clark was like one of the first actors that I've brought this up before. But considering I grew up on stuff like Tales of Symphonia, hearing Cam Clark voice Instructor Nightheart at the very start of Cold Steel 1, and realizing that I was in a game with Cam Clark as the main protagonist, that was like one of my earliest starstruck moments of my professional career. It's probably why I enjoyed voicing Nightheart during the scenes that I was live dubbing. If you guys have not heard it before, go to Cam Clark's website and listen to his 16 to 60 demo. It's literally it's like a 45-second demo of Cam Clark talking, and as he talks non-stop, his voice changes from a 16-year-old to a 60-year-old, and every age range in between. It is surreal. It is, like, I have to play it. I have to play it. Hold on. Hold on. This is Cam Clark going from age 16 to age 60. Or it's 15 to 70 in 33 seconds. Here we go. Listen to this.
As I get older and older, I think less and less about skateboards and more about girls and cars, finals, graduation, and getting out in the real world. And as the years go by, I see the impact my decisions have on my life. And I start to realize if I had just gone back to school for a short 2 or 3 years, I could have had the job I always wanted, and work could have been something I actually enjoyed, instead of being something I merely tolerated until it was finally time for me to retire.
That's it! It's a 30-second demo! Like, let me just play the very beginning.
As I get older and older, I think less and less about skateboards and more.
And then go to the end.
Till it was finally time for me to retire.
It's so crazy. The dude is so good at what he does. I don't want to think about the fact that Cam Clark might actually be near his 60s. No, Cam Clark will forever be 35. He will forever be 35. He is a young professional adult, and he will be young forever. I will not listen to this lie and slander in my stream. Voice actors do not age, they just get better at playing older characters. I like to imagine that voice actors are actually immortal because we have the lifespans of every single character we've ever voiced inside of our body. And every time we voice a character, we take them out of our head and give them to the rest of the world. And it subtracts some of our life force because that character has left us. They are out in the wilderness. So we don't actually get older. We just lose life force as we create more and more characters until eventually there's nothing left to give. We are sucked dry like a Cell Saga of vocal performance. I mean, that's kind of a reverse version of that is what Monster Girl does in the Invincible series. Her whole thing is every time she uses her powers, she gets younger. She still ages like a normal human, but if she uses her powers too much, then she regresses in age. What did I think of Invincible? It was okay. I'd give it B+. I'd be interested to see what plot lines they set up in the next season. Dan Green. Eat your snurp radish, Subes. God, that's how long it's been since I played Tales of Symphonia. I forgot that one of the antagonist names was Forcistus. Forcistus. Huh. All right, we got one jewel. The Darker Lord's in the skyscraper, right? And this is one of the jewels that open the entrance. All right, let's see if we can find the rest. Then we can climb to the top of the skyscraper and teach that Darker Lord a lesson. Not to mention rescue the Great Sage. Hold on, Nikki. We won't be long now. You've always wanted to play a character that's like Dis the Rose from Tales of the Abyss. Yes, I do. I remember saying that I really looked up to Liam O'Brien and, like, his intensity as Dis the Rose. I did get to embody that through voicing characters like Zenk from Fairy Fencer F. Because Zenk really was just, like, a constant, Dist the Runny level aggressive. So, but yeah, Liam O'Brien and especially Dis the Rose were more of a reference point for inspiration than they were like a specific character archetype that I wanted to voice. There we go. Let me see Subaru's outfit. Hold on. Oh yeah, the Breath of the Wild outfit. Oh, Spooky Chef. Spooky Chef. Yo, that drip though. Oh, Panda got the literal drip. Or he didn't. Never mind. I spoke too soon. Sean has to stay. September? Do you mean pre-Halloween? Did you find the jewel, then? You really want a weird-looking thing like that? You are a strange one.
Ahem. Do you need something from me? Me, Belphomet, the foremost authority in the field of robotics.
Well, that depends. Do you know anything about jewels? Jewels in the shapes of eyes or noses, to be exact?
That sounds most peculiar, eh? But I just might have the answer. Follow me! We've not a moment to lose! You answered almost as fast as a robot. The place we're going to is in Nimbus. Let's go.
Halloween starts in November and continues through to the end of October.
Just like it starts in November.
Yes.
November of the previous year.
No, it starts November 1st and continues through to the end of October. Halloween.
Say your months.
I know what I said.
How is it going backwards?
It's not going backwards. It continues through to the end of the year. It's all prep months, and then it goes through until we reach October. It's like how Christmas is on December 25th, and then December 26th until next December 25th is Christmas prep at the North Pole. Halloween starts on November 1st, and it continues through to the end of October. I know what I said.
So yes, my question of the previous year was correct. It starts November 1st of the previous year and it goes.
No, it starts of the November 1st of every year. Boobies. Boobies. Titty. Hello. Oh. Look. You squeeze the booty. You got like the dump truck. You got like the sand bucket back here. It's got all this stuff in it. I'm like Moroku. No, because Moroku doesn't get permission first. Moroku does not have consensual access to the women that beat him up for doing that. Fun fact, I actually got to audition for Moroku in Yashahime.
You said that so lately.
Yashahime. No, Yashahime. Yes. No, Yashahime. Yashahime. All right, everyone. Quick, pronounce your favorite anime the worst possible way.
You wanna know how E pronounces ReZero?
How does ReZero?
RE0.
RE0? Edenzero. I voice Shiki Grand Blue in Edenzero. Sweet stuff, I think you can say Naruto. I mean, it just sounds weird because you emphasize one a little hard, but you're still saying all of it phonetically correct. You need to do something like
Naruto.
Naruto. Yeah, like Naruto. Naruto. Daijimone. Oh my god. Daigimone. Holy crap, I hate that.
Pokemon.
Pokemon? Pakamoana. Attack on Tits. I think that's what most sports bras do. Hold on, this is gonna be really funny, but I'm actually... I'm laughing so hard that the muscle spasms are making my medication make me have to poop. So I'll be right back. I'll be... Thank you guys very much for your patience. Unfortunately, that is one of the common side effects of the antibiotics that they have me. Oh, Barrett, you look fantastic, buddy. We'll keep you like that. It is one of the unfortunate but common side effects of the antibiotics that they have me on. But when the trade-off is that my sinuses are better than they've ever been in my life, it's a relatively fair trade-off. Like, I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, are none of the mods on right now? Nova Star. Wait, what's the I thought it was, oh, it's exclamation point permit. Oops, I keep doing slash. I'm a dum-dum. Wait, what? Why are you all laughing? What did I miss? Oh, Ari Zairo, stay arting Life Inani world. Oh god. That's painful. I gotta read some of these other ones. Hold on. Sailor 3 Wolf Moon. Bongwao Starry Dogs. Poop Break. Bungie Wild Hounds. Marmalade Melody. Sasuke. It is not pronounced Lupin. Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops the Third. Juju's Bizarre Adventures. Lupin the Third. Lupin the Turd. That's what I was doing. I was pooping the turd. Daraga Leah Loost. Oh, Dragalia Lost. That's what I have to do. I have to pronounce these and see if I can guess what it's actually supposed to be. Wani Pooch Mayon. Wani Pooch Mayon. One Punch Man. I can only imagine what the closed captioning is trying to do right now. Tokyo Reverend Jars. I know that one. Oh. Don't forget the cookie run. Raid Shadow Legends. Oh my god. We watched a whole movie while you were gone. Charmin King. Charmin King? Fruits Base Cat. Fruits Basket. Orgarum? Orgarum. 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 I don't know this one. Oregarum. Oregano. I give up. I give up that one, Rainvelt. Oregarum. Oh, I've never heard of that one before. Ding Dang Rope Pan. Oh, Jesus. Neon Gen. Neon Gen is sus Evangelion. That's pretty close to being correct. Fairy Tale. Fairy. Okay, now you guys are just doing it like, now you're just expanding it and like phonetically pronouncing it. We need to go back to like words that sound suspiciously realistic but are still way off. Repost yours, Boomsday. I might have been pooping. Psycho ass. Psycho ass. Oh, Pramare, yes. Bob. Moon Princess deserves better. Dangling grandpas. Dang it, Ron Paul. Jogo's Boobzar Ad Trencher. Boobzar Ad Trencher? Boobzar Ad Trencher. I don't know this one. Boobzar Ad Trencher. I don't know this one. Tell me, Sushi. Boobzar. Oh, Bizarre Adventure. Bowels Moving. No, it's not Howl's Moving Castle. It's Bowels Moving Asshole. by Studio Shitty. Bowels Moving Asshole. I'm sorry. The poop jokes are running. Oh my god. Flob Bicycle 100. Karu Cow no Baskeet. Kuroko's basketball. So, fun fact, first of all, the people responsible for scheduling me have called it Kuroko's basketball since like the first season, and I never had the heart to correct them because it was such a non-important issue. So every time I had to confirm an upcoming session, the title of the email said Kuroko's basketball. But the Skype group that I always had to sign into to get on call to record from home got so tired of looking at Kuroko's basketball that they started changing it every day to something different. So first it was Kuroko's basketball, then it was Kuroko's soccer club, then it was Kuroko's putt-putt resort, Kuroko's swim team, Kuroko's bocce ball squad. I think one of my favorite was Kuroko's Anonymous. Kuroko's Rehab Clinic. We actually did have Kuroko's Olympic Curling. We actually did. I can't breathe. Oh my god. Woo! Kuroko's Cask of Amontillado. Okay, for real talk though, Boomsday, rock climbing was one of my favorite classes I took throughout college. I really, really enjoyed rock climbing. It left me sore all the time, but damn, was it fun. So basically, would you believe, Nathan, that I had time for free classes despite having 3 minors and a major? At one point, until like the 2nd semester of my senior year, I had my film video media studies major, and I was triple minoring in Japanese, journalism, and psychology. I ended up dropping journalism only because I was struggling with the classes. Like, I wasn't really jiving with the way that those classes were run, and it was threatening to affect my GPA. But I was on track to finish all of them. So anyway, the Japanese minor I'd been pursuing throughout college, so it was very close to being done. The psychology minor was only 5 required classes. They had some suggested classes in addition, but there was only 5 specific classes that you had to take in order to graduate the minor. And so afterwards, when I ended up dropping journalism, I was like, okay, well this frees up some of my credits. Like, I made absolutely sure that I was gonna finish all of the other minors. I was pretty full, Nathan. I believe, like, you had to take a minimum of 12... You had to take a minimum of, like, 15 credits a semester, so about a minimum of 4 classes. What? I can't hear you, hon. Was it 12? Okay, I thought it was 12, but I was upgrading. So it was a 12 credit minimum because most of the classes were like 3 credits. But you could do as high, I think the absolute maximum you could do was like 25 or something like that. Because there were some 4 credit courses, and then there were some classes that only met once a week. So I did load up. There were several semesters where I had 2 or 3 classes every single day. But as a result of it, towards like the 2nd semester of my junior year, my Japanese minor was pretty much completely finished, and my major was very close to being done. So what was going to happen was, in the middle of my first semester of my senior year, I was going to finish up with everything I needed to do. So I just decided to take bonus classes. So through senior year, in addition to the remaining minor classes that I had, I took stuff like rock climbing, intramural swimming. Like, I had a ripped body during my last year of college from all the exercise style classes that I was doing. I had swimming, I had rock climbing. I'm trying to remember the third one that I did for funsies. I think I took one... No, that was definitely... I think that was a psychology class that I took, because it was interpersonal communication, and it was about, like, the relationships that we develop with each other as human beings. Like, the more one-on-one relationships rather than, like, social relationships and stuff like that. I might have taken an extracurricular course on public speaking. I think, I know this will sound crazy, but I'm pretty sure I took an extracurricular course on public speech for no other reason than because I wanted to make sure I was good at public speaking. And then I would spend my free time tagging Dojin uploads because I was bored. Am I doing okay now? I don't really speak Japanese fluently, Nathan, and that's because so part of it I had both stupid and legitimate reasons for doing a minor in Japanese in college. The first reason was because I had already studied Spanish all throughout high school, and I wasn't really interested in dedicating another 4 years to the same language. I wanted to try something different. So I was like, okay, well, if I studied Spanish all throughout high school and I wasn't really as interested in stuff like German or French, why not Japanese? Now, I will be completely honest, part of why I picked Japanese was because there was a part of me that was, you know, that stupid Nihonjin Baka-chan who wanted to, like, understand more about Japanese culture. But there were a couple legitimate reasons behind it, too. One was because I wanted to better understand the themes behind games like Touhou that I really enjoyed. A lot of my favorite Japanese classes were the Japanese culture courses, where, like, we learned about, you know, the impact of religious crusades and, like, how Japan's Shinto religions came into existence. And that stuff really stuck with me. I really, really enjoyed that. And in fact, I got to connect it to Touhou so easily that I actually got a special mention in one of my professor's newer editions of their books after I graduated. The other reason, which was legitimate, was because I felt like if I understood Japanese culture better, that I would have an easier time understanding character motivations in anime and video games that typically revolved around Japanese youth. Or stuff like Persona that took place in Japan. If I understood, like, the xenophobic qualities that some Japanese areas had, if I understood the workforce structure that's present in Japan, if I understood the pressures that Japanese youth often encountered when it came to, like, working as a single society, you know, their approach towards what they were supposed to do with their academics, you know, with how it's easy to read about how intense Tokyo University is and how hard the entrance exams are. I felt like if I understood that kind of stuff, then when it came to voicing those characters, when they would talk about those topics, that I would be able to empathize and I'd actually know what they were talking about. So it wasn't all academically related. There was some of the stupid, selfish Bakugai gene related to it, but it wasn't all entirely that either. There was genuine interest behind it. But then, as soon as I graduated college, I fell off the boat and got fully focused on voice acting, and I didn't keep up with my studies. So I've pretty much remembered most of the Japanese culture stuff, and forgot almost all of the language. Like, to the point... Nice. To the point that, when I went to visit Japan in 2016, anytime that I couldn't remember how to say a certain word in Japanese, I replaced it with the Spanish word instead. Because I was trying really, really, really hard not to speak English in a country where English was not a major language. So I was like, okay, listen, if you don't know how to say it in Japanese, if you can't figure out that word, think of another way to say the concept in Japanese. But my brain would keep replacing the words with Spanish instead. So please, if you're gonna study a foreign language, actually make the effort to continue studying it, even when other people aren't breathing down your neck. Soy conozco un poco del español, pero necesito practicar. It's not la lengua. I don't remember. I thought la lengua was the language, but I'm pretty sure that's the tongue, the Spanish tongue. But I need to practicar mucho más. At my highlight of my Spanish understanding, I was able to carry on full conversations with Hispanic MapleStory players. It really is hard to keep up a language after school, you're right. It was the kanji that was killing me, KK. I basically all but cheated on some of my exams towards the end of my Japanese curriculum. Just because I was able to keep up with the culture classes fine, I was able to keep up with the speaking exercises fine. It was having to memorize, speak, and write 14 brand new kanji every 2 weeks. I just... It drained me so quickly. I took 2 years of French and none of it stuck. That was me with pre-calculus cherry soda. One of the most depressing things that ever happened to me was throughout all of middle school, I was a huge fan of math. I know it sounds impossible given like how I treat it nowadays, but I used to be crazy about math. And then like matrices, PEMDAS, all of that, I was so good at it. I understood it just fine. And then pre-calculus happened. And I tried so hard to understand the concepts of pre-calculus, and I couldn't. And it hurt. I had a constant C minus. I was always teetering on the edge of failing, because I believe C minus was still passing. But if you got D plus, you had to retake the class. Even though I passed the class, I opted to take the same class again the following year. The exact same pre-calculus class for a second year, and I still didn't remember anything. And it was so frustrating to me. And the worst part was, I was also a really big fan of chemistry. Chemistry and I, like the whole concoctions and like figuring stuff out and how like acids and bases react with each other, I was delighted, especially with all the hands-on experiments we got to do. Until it involved the action line, because the action line involved pre-calculus. And it was like watching an abusive ex-girlfriend come back into my life. Like, kudos to people that know how to do calculus. God bless you, and I'm so glad it's not necessary in this career to the best of my knowledge. Dyscalculia. That's funny. Is that a real thing? Is that an actual thing for mathematics? The only class I did really well in college. I'm not saying that to brag. Overall, because I was genuinely interested in the majors and the minors that I was taking, I typically did very well in my classes. I don't think I ever got below a B in any of my college classes, except for one. And that was... I don't remember the name of the class, but the syllabus, the description of the class... What up, Zachary the Hawk? How you doing, bud? Mods, can we get a shout out on Zachary the Hawk? See what they were playing before I continue? You know, Tina, you want to know something really stupid, but that's 100% legit? The only way that I could solve my pre-calculus homework and feel confident about it is if I had the Navi customizer music from Battle Network playing while I worked on it. Whenever I had the Navi customizer music playing, it felt like my brain went into math mode, and like I could perceive numbers and understand how they went together, like the matrix of numbers in the background of the Battle Network environments. I'm sure you guys like have music that you play like when you're trying to relax, or music that like really gets you into the right mindset when you're playing Dungeons and Dragons. That was me and math with Battle Network music. I had to have Battle Network music playing for me to understand mathematics. Oh, you were playing Starbound. That's cool. So where was I going with that? Oh, the one class. So the one class that I almost failed in college, the syllabus description made it sound like it was that it was primarily focused on court cases, on historic landmark court cases. And, like, how those affected law, and, like, how they came to the results that they did. So I thought it was going to be, like, if you think about the court cases that happened regarding gay marriage and stuff like that, I thought that the class was going to be about that sort of stuff. It was really a very extensive history class. The best way that I can describe it was like, we would spend a week and a half studying, like, ancient history, or like, older American history, like 1776, like the forefathers and the Constitution level of history. And then we would spend half a week applying one of the concepts from that period of history to a court case in, like, the late 1990s. Like the late 1900s. And because it was so heavily focused on history rather than law, I struggled horribly. It was a miracle if I got above a C+ on any of those exams. And I'm pretty sure I graduated that class 2 percentage points away from not getting the credits for the course. It frustrated me so much. What up, Hypnomancy? What have you heard me in? You're not sure? Okay, well, what games do you play? Name some. A push still gives me nightmares. Lonk, what is this Phoenix Wright hairdo you've got going on? My range is well practiced, but I'm not any substantially more talented than anyone else in this craft. I'm just very, very passionate and willing to try things that are way outside of my box or my comfort zone. Oh, it's easy to pick me out in Cookie Run Kingdom because I'm the only one screaming all of their lines. Like, even when I'm just talking normally, I'm at pretty much the same volume as Purple EM Cookie. Hansen, breadsticks. Hansen is our trans female horse. Her name is Hansen. H-A-N-S-N. Or I think it's H-O-N-S-N. Hansen. Can I please to get to wherever this damn mission queue is? Hail dog. What the dog doing? I wouldn't worry too much about it, Cherry Soda. From what I understand, Purple Yam is good at like straight up raw damage, but he's outclassed by a lot of better cookies. And as someone who's playing 2 gachas right now between Dragalia Lost and World Flipper, the last thing that I want anyone to do is spend money on a subpar character. So if you get him randomly, let me know, but please do not pull for him just for the sake of having a character that I voice. Take care, Sushi. Luminous frying pan. Is Valade actually that good? Like, what is his character class archetype? Green Mage. So is Green Mage kind of like a Black Mage healer hybrid? Or are they focused on like buffs and debuffs? Status Mage? Yeah, all right. I appreciate that. I'm a really big fan of wait, does he mostly just inflict status ailments on the enemies, or can he also like inflict stuff like haste on the party? Wow, this building, it's all shiny and sparkly.
Oh, that's right. This is where the robots are made. Robots are ultra high-tech machines. They can only be built in extremely clean places.
Wow.
Even the tiniest speck of dust is not permitted.
Good thing I wore clean clothes. For those of you who play World Flipper, I'm currently sitting on about 36,000 load beads. I believe after I was done buying the packs and doing my polls, I had about 22,000 left over. So I've gained about 14,000 just from rank ups, achievements, and everything else. Nathan, if you didn't see the Deltarune stream from yesterday, you should definitely check it out. I am really proud of some of the performances that I did on that. You need to look up, or Nova, you need to try and find the video of someone made the supercut of all the different chuckles and laughs that I do. Just all the different versions of Belphegor going, I would play Deltarune first, yes. Dude, the support dude, I love it. There's a rock in my shoe. There are way too... Stop. Stop. There are way too enemies, or there's way too many enemies in this place. I want Chide because I started playing in late June and I love him in D-Luke, but since it's impossible for me to get D-Luke, I'll just focus on Tartag. You won't get D-Luke by hunting for him. You'll get D-Luke by not looking for him and then just being so pathetic that he feels like he has to step in and save your butt. That kind of stuff bothers me, though. Like, knowing that if you don't have a certain character, that it's just infinitely more painful to play the game, that would not sit well with me. That would bug the shit out of me. You're like, dude, I love you, but you have a standard banner. You must be the first person I've ever heard complain about pulling a D-Luke that they weren't hunting for.
This place is absolutely fantastic. Now then, where are we to find this jewel? Oh, dear me.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
What on Robot Earth?
Oh my god! This is so canon to Shadowverse, you have no idea right now. I'm pretty sure this is how he would want to be. Gift of Divine Power. Shield Sprinkles power awakened. Give me a one-time protection from damage.
Ho ho! Being targeted by an enemy? You'll take a big hit if you don't do something. But don't worry. Using the Shield Sprinkles, any damage will magically disappear. Shield Sprinkles will help you if you are targeted. Remember that. Ho ho ho!
Okay. So it's like a one-time damage nullification? That's a lot of damage. Okay. So it just straight up prevents damage. And that was a relatively quick boss fight.
Most impressive.
Robo Juice. The shading on those nostrils bugs me.
Am I back to normal? To think that I, a scholar of robotics, nearly became a robot. Who'd have thought such a thing possible? Oh, yes, while you're here. Around here, wasn't it? Aha! This is what you are after.
Oh, yes, that's it.
Well, here, please take it.
Thank you. That's 2 jewels from the skyscraper we found now. 2 down, 2 to go. So we're only halfway there. Be positive, we're already halfway there. Let's do this. Wait, what do you mean I called it about noses? Oh, no, I was just talking about how creepy Belfinet's nose shading was. I mean, it works. It works. It looks good for the character. But whenever you get, like, cartoony characters with, like, hyper-realistic details on their faces, it's like... He's a brick. Tank. All right. I need to move some guys around. All right, he's working with Barrett. Kino needs a relationship with Toriel. Vim needs a relationship with Lonk. You need a relationship with... You kind of could do it with any of these. Okay.
A robot that has a face attached to it and moves? It's amazing! The invention of a lifetime! Oh dear. Do you have a minute? So my perfect little guy, Toby, did a bad thing. He released Chapter 2 of Deltarune for free! How are you supposed to pay your rent if people don't pay for your game? Oh, but I guess I scared his dog and he ran away from home. Now I'm worried. Won't you help me search for my little Toby?
Alright, I should leave the door open in case Panda wants to play. And as I opened the door, who is already waiting outside? Thank you for putting the collar on, AJ. Thank you for putting the collar on. What? What the hell? So, Panda's collar came off one evening. Is it ours? It is. So Panda's collar came off one evening, and we were planning to get a replacement.
No, we have replacements. We
And
have a
he
replacement.
came in, and he's wearing the collar that he lost.
You made an epic.
Say hi to chat.
He looks so mad.
Oh, it's because there we go. Say hi to chat.
Good job.
Good boy. You doing okay, bud?
I want to know who put it on him.
I want to know who put it on him, too.
I mean, it's good that they recognize that that's his collar.
Right. All right, let me... Oh!
Careful, you dipshit.
Let me feed him real quick. He's been a good boy. Come on, bud. He is a great boy, and I love him. Well, I guess that saved us the trouble of having to get a replacement. I just love that Panda is a constant in these streams. He doesn't have to be. What? I know, I'm saying it spares us from having to use up one of the replacements right away. Yo, I like this music. Take care, Nathan. This is an intermission. There's some new... Well, generally, with the exception of the live dubs, I don't usually make a point of showing the fan art. I'll take a look at it if it's super relevant, but most of the time... Hold on. Okay. Most of the time, I'm just focused on playing the game that's currently on stream. But I'll take a look at it in just a second. Alright. Megastar fan art. Nice. Oh, and that just made me look at Drago's thing that he drew again. Drago, are you still in chat? I want to say something. I don't think he's in chat. Damn it. All right, well, I'll have to wait. Hopefully I'll remember next time that they happen to be in chat. Drago Gamer is not here. No. Out of curiosity, Sean, I know voice actors don't always get to act with full context of what's happening when they record for a character. What's the project you think you were given the most information about whilst recording? Oh, definitely Trails. Brittany Avery, Hatsu, was a breathing encyclopedia about the Kiseki franchise. Not just of Trails of Cold Steel, but Trails in the Sky and, like, basically everything else. So, I do not think I could have given as good a performance for Reen if I didn't have Brittany there to help me understand the world as well as I did. Yes, there is a channel called Megastar Fan Art Cherry Soda. And Mikey, thank you very much for the tier 1 subscription. Hey, my buddy. Oh, my buddy. If you would like to share it, Cherry, you would have to join the Discord, which be, !Discord if you're not already a member of it. There was a cat belonging to a friend that I visited a couple weeks ago, and I very quickly learned that this cat loved having the shit beat out of it. And I don't mean like actually physically harming it, but I mean like if I came up and like swooped both hands against it and then just started like soft punching it in the stomach and around the rump, like this cat would fall over and just let me manhandle it all over. It wouldn't even get riled up. It just really liked all the tactile sensation. But I would mess with this cat and he would be like, "Yeah, do it more." Where am I supposed to go? Hey guys, ready to get mad at me again? Easy peasy. First try, BB. Just need more sleep. The chest can have a little rest as a treat. Also, to another thing that I'm going to say to people who are planning on playing Deltarune, and especially people that have already played Chapter 2, you are either already aware of or are going to learn about a skill that you will learn that sucks. It's really bad. And I'm telling you right now, I fully believe that the skill only sucks if you don't use it. I genuinely believe that the more that you use that skill, the better it will become over time, because it got introduced really early into the game, which means it has time to grow over the remaining chapters, and that if you focus on it, it will become one of the best versions of itself in the game. I fully believe it, and I am going to farm battles with it because I believe that to be the case. I mean, honestly, doozies, as long as, like, there's some stuff that's more important for us to know than others. Like, we want to know the character's motivations, we want to know their relationship to the person that they're speaking with, and it helps to have, like, an understanding of spatial distance, like, is the room they're in echoey? How far apart are they from each other? What's the emotional context like? But the easier it is for us to put ourselves in their shoes and envision ourselves in that scene, the easier it becomes for us to give a believable performance. So, just to basically kill time and come up with something to talk about, which current game on the schedule are you guys enjoying seeing the most? And which game not yet on the schedule that I've talked about are you looking forward to seeing? I'd like to get an idea of, like, which ones have been really popular, and what in particular folks are looking forward to. Monster Hunter Stories isn't happening anymore. I decided to move on from it, unfortunately, just because I wasn't personally feeling it. Oh, also, Marmy. Getting a copy of the game you're currently streaming signed by you. How does that work? So basically it's, if you spend the points while I'm streaming the game that you want, like for example, if you had the 500k points right now, and you spent it on this stream, I would get your delivery info, so basically your recipient name, your shipping address, and then I would order a physical copy of the game to be sent to me, I'd autograph it, and then I'd mail it out to you. I'll be honest, it's more of a point sink than anything, because I give out... anyone in this chat can tell you, I hand out free copies of games like they're Tootsie Rolls at a penny candy store at times. But I imagine as this channel grows and more people show up, you know, obviously the chances of winning those raffles will decrease, because right now you're talking about like a 1 in 76 chance. Unless your name is Vindeclus, then it's a 1 in 10 chance. Where do you find Game Schedule? Game Schedule is on my Discord under Megastar, or no, it's under, yes, it's under Megastar Stream Announcements, I believe. And then I also believe there's a schedule page on Twitch. I just don't know if I've fully updated it yet. Well, you're in luck, KK. We haven't really been able to stream it much. We were supposed to stream it yesterday, and that got replaced by Deltarune for obvious reasons. And then I took that Tuesday off for vocal health reasons. So we're still about to do Chapter 6. We have not made much progress from the last time you saw one of them. Oh, someone fell sick. We'll bring Barrett. Yeah, if you see episode 5, you're gonna be caught up. I think it's chapter 6 that we're on right now, but yeah, we haven't had a chance to start it yet. Well, Marmy, keep in mind, I completely understand that mentality, and I will not hold it against you if you want to financially support me, but what I want you to be aware of is I am fine financially right now. Like, compared, I don't want to speak on behalf of my colleagues, but I'm pretty confident in saying that compared to the majority of peers my age in this industry, I am very fine financially. I've got a portfolio investment. I'm invested in stocks. I had enough that I was able to go in on GME, and hopefully that pays off. But I'm in a position where if I were to end up in the ER right now, maybe not like long term, but if I had to go to the ER tomorrow for like a day-long visit, I would be able to pay that bill just fine. It would suck, but I'd be able to pay that bill just fine. So it has always been very, very important to me that you guys look after yourselves financially. So I don't mind giving out these games. I really don't. The way I look at it, if I'm building a relationship with you guys and it leads to me getting like invited to conventions and just being able to get referred and build my portfolio, then that's how the payback. That's how that's how it all comes back karmically. No, I'm really enjoying Richello. I'm really enjoying Shadowverse Champions Battle 2. I like that every time I think I understand how the game goes, that it kicks my ass a dozen times and reminds me, no, you are still learning. You are still figuring this out. Yeah, to give you guys an example, a couple years ago, I actually had to go to the ER for a midnight or a 2 a.m. kidney stone that I had, and the total cost of the hospital bills after everything was said and done was about $5,300, $5,300. I was able to pay that bill in full, all at once, without having to, like, defer payments. So, financially, I'm doing pretty okay, and I don't want any of you to feel like you need to spend money on me in order for me to get by. This is something I do for you guys, for funsies. It's not, I don't feel the pressure to perform in order to make a source of income like some others do. I need to check something. Quests. Okay, I'm fine tonight. There we go. That's where I left off. It is so time-consuming running these Dragon Orb missions in Dragalia if you don't just have a shitload of skip tickets. Like, even on 2x speed, you have to dedicate like 3.5, 4 hours focused on this. No words, truly. Just thank God to Mr. Love for letting me find you and discover that amazing people like you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But KK, the 5th Unbind. And that's, Marmy, that is totally fine. That's honestly fine, Marmy. Watching the stream works great. It helps me keep my numbers up so I'm never at risk of my, my partnership being taken away. And that's honestly how these streams started, to be perfectly honest. It was part boredom on my end, and partially because it was providing something for you guys to focus on in the middle of the pandemic. And I realize now that COVID, I don't even know what to say about COVID right now. Like, I don't know if it's going away. I don't know if we're returning to normal. Can someone, like, clue me in? Because I've been so back on the work routine that I've really not been able to pay attention in regards to, like, the daily COVID update. Are we actually any closer to being back to normal, or has the Delta variant just fucked us all royally? I know California's doing well. Peeing and pooping. Okay. It's steadily getting worse. So we're a year and a half out from where we started, and we're a year and a half out from where the lockdown began, and we're somehow doing worse than we did a year and a half ago. With vaccines available. Are you kidding me? Holy shit. That's fucking depressing. I'm gonna be honest, that's fucking depressing. Did you know that based on the statistics that they did, people who are vaccinated are 92% less likely to end up in the hospital and 97% less likely to need to be intubated just by getting a free vaccine. Oh, he's supposed to be purple. I screwed that up. I'm gonna say something controversial and not give a fuck. If you watch my streams and you are not vaccinated and it's by personal choice rather than because you don't have access to it, please stop watching my streams until you get vaccinated. Just straight up. I'm willing to be that bad guy and say if you have a choice to get vaccinated, if you have access to it right now and you are deciding not to. I mean, I'm not gonna speak on medical issues. It's a rough topic to take because I don't know if there's legitimate medical issues preventing people from taking the vaccine. And the problem is the only time that I've ever heard people talk about not having the vaccine due to medical issues, it's been Karens who make shit up. So I'm not going to speak on that. Chibi, I need you to hear me out. I'm not specifically saying I don't think there are legitimate medical reasons for not getting vaccinated. I don't know. I don't know if there are legitimate reasons, so I'm not going to speak on that. All I'm going to say is, if there is nothing preventing you from getting the vaccine, and you are still deciding personally not to get it, I don't want you in my stream. So I hope that clears it up for you. If the only reason, legitimate reason, why you don't have the vaccine, or if the only reason why you don't have the vaccine is because you just don't want to get it, and there's no alternative or there's no clarifying reason, like I haven't had the chance to drive to one, or it's not available in my area, I'm not high enough priority. If it's something like that, then...
He picked up this weird jewel, and then it happened. This giant monster swooped down out of nowhere and flew off with him. I was so terrified that I ran off, but now I feel dreadful. Can you help me rescue Chad? Oh, thank you, thank you. I think the thing flew off to the powdered peaks. Please save my friend.
We, saved the easiest mission for last, because I'm stupid. Oh, this is pretty. What? Oh, come on. I get it, game. When you want to ramp up the difficulty, you need to split us in half. We don't have a healer. Oh, we do have a healer on this team. Okay. Could you imagine someone who makes one of every class but does it in such a specific order that they manage to get themselves split up without a healer on their team? Fun fact, did you guys know that we are nearing more people having died from COVID than the entire Civil War? We're getting closer. I don't think we've passed it yet, but we're getting closer. Oh my god, the two cats are going on a date. I just realized. Can we please end this fight? Are they about to die? Oh shit. Oh shit! They died on their date! I've never had this happen. Oh! Did it use up the ticket? Well, that went catastrophically. Guess we'll have to put a pause on that date. Dramatic pause. Will Smith just casually crashes their date.
Great.
Nice, Richello. Dude, Hansen is ripped. Why is Hansen's chest muscles look like that? Watch my horse when she's running. There's like a pulsing muscle. What is with the clavicle? Kino got well the moment the party got split up. Social distancing works. God damn it. I mean, listen. Rainvelt. How about you run on all fours as often as this horse has run throughout the course of this game? I bet you'll be just as jacked. You try running on all fours over the course of like 6 weeks. We're this far in the game, and only now have we eaten 10 MP candies. That's so funny to me. How many do we have? We have 104 of them, because we've eaten them so infrequently over the course of this game. Now I'm just imagining a horse with human fingers running on the tips of their fingers. Just imagine galloping the way a horse does and putting all of your weight on the tips of your fingers and toes as you run. Just imagine that a horse's hoof is like this, and when you go to brush it, the horse goes. Of course I've seen the shitpost horse. I owe my life to you. Wait, what do you mean? Haha, you're here, holy shit. What happened? Oh wait, I've seen Color's doodle of the shitpost horse? I have not seen Color's post of the shitpost horse. Oh, you did the alt route, Vim? How did that go, buddy? Ow. I can't bring myself to do that. I really can't. As much as I want to do the pseudo-genocide route, I just can't. Oh. Oh my god. There we go. Let's set that to 3. Okay. That eyeball thing freaks me out so much. Is this the Blues Clues X Undertale X ReZero collab we've all been waiting for? Yes, by popular demand. Oh, we're finally back. All right. So how's stuff been on this end? We've been talking about diarrhea, college classes, voice acting topics, Deltarune route discussions, and head theories. We got split up, and now we're back together. And I'm thinking we're probably gonna just collect all 4 jewels tonight, and then next week we'll go to the Sky Tower and hopefully finish the game. I know that there's a Darker Lord, I just don't know if there's a Darkest Lord. And we mispronounced anime, which, woo boy. That was an experience. Doggy donut. Woofer. Okay. Anime. Anemo! Sailor 3 Wolf Moon was a personal favorite. Dude, Tasman. I love that game so much, Tasman, that I committed myself to a permadeath run, which is, I refuse to use the soul cannon. And it means if I die, if I game over, I have to delete my save file and start over from the very beginning. And I have already had to do it once. Thankfully, it was relatively early on, but still. Well, technically, Timo, we're supposed to have, oh, I'm trying. You're the one who says I'm supposed to say your name a specific way, and I always forget it. Anyway, we are technically supposed to have Fuga streams twice a week, on Tuesdays and Fridays. It just so happens that this past week, it got taken up by Deltarune and Vocal Health Rest. So, the schedule is there, it's just real life took over. Ice Queen Chad. Wait, what's this? What did Chloe Cat say? Do you think it's weird of people to have a celebrity crush on you? There's people who find me attractive? People besides you, hun. I know you have a mental deficiency, and that's why I look better than usual. Mwah. Okay, I am handsome when I take care of myself, and that's part of what made you fall in love with me. For what? Oh. I'm sorry that you're stupid in love with me? I mean, first of all, we have to question whether or not I actually qualify as a celeb.
Who has crushes? I want names. No reason. Just, I need names.
First of all, I have to ask whether I even qualify as a celebrity in the first place. And secondly, I mean, I can't really control how other people want to respond. So, I don't really think about it. Like,
It's okay, there's a bot that apparently thinks that you don't have any...
Oh yeah, according to the bot, I'm not married. I have not dated since 2019. Niche internet. I remember Pink Froggy. I remember the first time that someone tried to make a Wikipedia article in my name, and it got taken down after about a week with the explanation that, I don't remember the exact wording, but it said, reason for removal, non-important actor who will not amount to, like, I think it was particularly harsh, but it said, like, this actor is not notable enough to warrant an article and never will be. I need to look at the revision history. Hold on. Wikipedia, Sean Chiplock. I'm sure if I go to the revision view history. Resolving error. Okay, oldest. Changed, added citation, added external links. Okay, well, I guess they fell off. Like, I guess they removed some of the oldest ones. Because the oldest one is back in August of 2019. Removed due to lack of Wikipedia page, added citations, changed website, undid revision. Yeah, I can't find the specifics of what they said there. So I'm guessing, I'm willing to bet maybe it only existed back when the original version of that page existed. And now that it got replaced by a new page, then I can't access the older revisions. I've seen people having a celebrity crush on him. I saw someone on Instagram getting bashed for having a celebrity crush on you, and from what I've read, they feel really bad about it. First of all, people's opinions, especially people's opinions on Instagram, don't mean shit. Don't let them get to you. They are literally children. They are neurotypical and a minor. Secondly, I mean, you're allowed to have a crush. It's normal human behavior. Just don't let it start impacting your life. And thirdly, what was I getting? Oh, Instagram is its own special existence. I get reminded at least like twice a year that there are people who take my cameos and like post them on Instagram, which is probably why I keep getting requests, is because people see that I did a cameo for someone and they're like, oh, I want to get a cameo from Sean Chiplock, even though I hate doing them with every fiber of my being. And oh yeah, didn't you the other day discover someone like went out of their way to...
That was on TikTok.
That was on...
My cousin follows a person who does anime reviews or like voice actor like stuff on TikTok, and they were doing a review of you.
This is actually pretty cool, but apparently someone on TikTok, unsolicited, just put together a voice reel of characters that I've done to
show his vocal
to
range
show my vocal range and praise it.
and proceeded to pick the 3 characters that sounded the most similar.
So,
But it was still cool. I told you, you are a, like, it's like someone said in chat, you're a niche micro celebrity.
you found one. Dude, I don't even know where to begin with TikTok. Finally, we've managed to find all 4 jewels. Hip hip hooray! Now we can get into the skyscraper. Suddenly I feel a bit giddy. Prepare yourselves, team. It's time for a climb. Don't make me twist to my left too much, because it's hurting my side. We did it! We gathered the jewels for the skyscraper! Yep, we got the jewels for the eyes, nose, and mouth. Right, so... anyone up for a game of pin the jewels on the face? We shouldn't play around with priceless stuff. Ooh, or marbles. Let's play marbles. No, what if they broke? Ooh, I know. Want to see if I can juggle? Not funny. Yo, look at this frame rate right now. Am I watching the Lego Movie? It's pretty funny, actually, but we'll stop now. Just playing, Sean. You're too easy to rile up. It's hilarious. Okay then, shall we get going? Let the skyscraper pre-victory party commence! Hooray! All right. Well, I'm gonna make sure we can actually get into the skyscraper. And then assuming we do, that is where we will end stream tonight, because it'll leave me just enough time, excuse me, to walk to Little Caesars and pick up a hot and ready pizza. And then we will be back tomorrow for Shadowverse, and I can spend tonight farming Dragalia, farming World Flipper, and most importantly, doing my playthrough of Deltarune Chapter 2, including getting all the way to the Super Boss. Like, I don't mind people having crushes, you know? honestly, if I can be a good... How do I describe this without it being creepy? So, I say this with the understanding that I'm not... Obviously, I hope anyone who has a crush on me is not a minor. Just because that makes things incredibly awkward. But I do not mind someone having a crush on me in the sense of if they look up to me as, like, a romantic reference for the kind of partner that they would want for themselves. I like to think that to the best of my ability that I am an affectionate, loving, generous partner to my wife. And I owe a lot of that to the amazing examples set by my father and my father's new wife, my stepmother. And I would honestly be honored if someone felt like I was a good role model for the type of person that they want to be towards their partners and the type of partner that they want for themselves. If that helps reduce the number of abusive and unfulfilling relationships that go on, then so be it. Just as long as they don't, like, get the idea that if they are affectionate enough about me, that I will reciprocate those affections. What? What? What did I say? What did I say? You got a nice ass. Look. Can I kiss your butt? Fine, face first. Over here. We should be able to get into the tower. And then finish off Darker Lord Nikki once and for all. Wow, you're gonna just straight up kill her after all the help that she gave you? She's like, oh, she's bad now. Gotta destroy her. This Nikki. This person was originally a friend of yours, right?
I love him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you really going to be able to fight your friend? It's a tough choice. Yeah. But Nikki must be having an even harder time. So you've got no choice. Exactly. Well then, I'll take you down. Thanks. Good luck, Sean. I mean, I don't care if you have a crush on my characters. They're not my characters first and foremost. I just voice them. That's something you should, if you should be worried about anyone, be worried about the company. Well, we've got all 4 jewels. Looks like this is it. Just pop the jewels into the holes and... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, that's even worse. Did they have to pick those colors? Right, gang, in we go. All right. We are actually in the skyscraper. Okay. I'm gonna call that a stream then, because my throat is starting to hurt from doing all this right after doing 8 hours of Deltarune. I want to grab some food for myself tonight while I still don't have a car, so I don't have access to other types of food. And I have an interview tomorrow morning as well, so I want to actually take a chance and rest it up. Clown face. All right, who we got streaming? What's Gear Up drawing? Hold on. They're doodling right now. Rubber Ninja's... Oh, is Rubber Ninja doing another Gartic phone? Yes! Okay, Rubber Ninja's doing Gartic phone, and if you saw the, like, fusion anime drawings that they were doing in movie mode that were posted on Twitter, you need to see what happens when incredibly talented artists are playing Gartic phone. Yes, thank you guys for tuning in. Please consider joining the Discord. I love you both. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Bloodcraft deck building in Shadowverse Champions Battle. This time around, I am going to build the deck live on stream and then see how it plays out. So, Blood clot building. Blood clot building. And stay tuned. We've got some really cool voice acting announcements coming up. Remember, tomorrow is Shadowverse Champions Battle. Monday is probably Words on Stream, or maybe Among Us. I'm not sure. Or Jackbox. We'll see. Tuesday is Fuga. Friday is Fuga. Saturday, we might actually finish up Miitopia. This feels like a last dungeon, but we'll see. And then just keep in mind... No, that's a lie. Next Saturday is the marathon stream of Cold Steel. Oh boy, tell all of your Trails fans, make sure they show up. 12 o'clock noon PST on next Saturday. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you much. Take care of each other. Good night. Let's raid.